Sharon Navas of the Equity and Education Coalition in Washington State explains why per-pupil expenditure data will be an important tool for the advocacy community.
I think the advocate organizations in Washington State are really looking forward to the data being available, because the data that's available right now is really, really bad for Washington. And I'm just talking for Washington. So, currently we have an average sort of give or take $1,000 of how much we know we're spending per pupil. So that doesn't really tell us anything. We know that there are school buildings that are not getting a lot of money, but that's all coming from research that private citizens are doing and putting through a lot of their time and effort into making sure that they know what that's coming, what that looks like. It's not coming from the state, and it's definitely not coming from the school district. We have over 25 different accounting systems in Washington State, so digging through that becomes a nightmare. I know that the advocates that I work with and I'm closely collaborating with were really excited about ESSA coming out and the financial transparency that is mandated through the law, simply because it has become the one place in which we can have the equity conversation in which people don't immediately shut down and think that we're calling each individual person in the room a racist. So for us, it was easier to have a conversation about prioritizing monies going to school buildings, as opposed to having a incredibly uncomfortable, usually very personal conversation about race and inequity, about the system itself and about the institution itself, without having to go through the nasty stuff that comes up when people start talking about race. And it's a natural progression of discomfort and not wanting to talk about it. But we have one school district that serves 3,000 students. It has 186 languages served, and it doesn't get as much money as the school district in which Bill Gates lives. So it's easier to conceptualize inequity when we're talking about dollars. So for us, it was really, really exciting to know that this was coming. I know that we've all been talking about how do we get together and ensure that we're having the same conversations. And I know that now that we have a new superintendent of public instruction, he's much more excited than I think the legislature is to really dig deep into what the inequity looks like on a dollar per dollar basis.